Wilkins Coffee was airing commercials from the 50s to the 60s, and these commercials were very morbid. And this one, he gets shot by a cannon, probably dead. This one, he gets shot with a gun, probably dead too. And this one, he gets hit by a club, probably dead. And this one, he gets run over, probably dead too. This one, he just Thanos snapped out of existence. This one, nothing happened either. This one, he gets blown up by a TNT detonator. This one, he gets his head almost chopped off, but still, that's a crime. This one, a tree branch hits his nose. This one, he gets cake shoved in his mouth and boiling hot syrup. This one, he gets hit on the head with a hammer. This one, he gets completely feathered, but he's still perfectly fine. And this one, nothing happens here. Over here, he just runs over to give Indians Wilkins coffee. In here, nothing happens. In here, he gets kicked off a tree. In here, he's wiping the blood off his sword, probably slathered on. This one, he just gets hit by a tower. Here, he just gets shot with a gun again. And here, nothing happens. And this one, his house literally explodes. This one, he just gets blown up. Just everything. This one, the TV set just gets broken. This one, he just gets the electric chair. Here, he just gets sawed in half. This one, he got hit on the head by a club, but he's not dead. This one, he gets completely smushed under someone's shoe. This one, he gets eaten by a whale with teeth, razor sharp, by the way. This one, he gets kicked off a construction site. And this one, nothing really happens. And this one, he just got hit in the head with hammers multiple times. Here, nothing really happens. This one, he almost gets killed by a knife, but so close he just runs away. In this one, nothing really happens. In this one, nothing really happens either. And then this one, he just gets shot. And in this one, he drowns in a pool of coffee. Here, they're just on a deserted island. Here, they're just in the forest. Nothing happens here. In here, well, they're just saying that cheap coffee is for the birds. Here, he just talks on the phone with his girlfriend about Wilkins coffee. And here, nothing much happens. He just buys Wilkins coffee. Here, they get boiled alive by an Indian tribe. Here, he just gets smashed on the head by a bottle of Wilkins. And here, he gets hit on the head by another bottle of Wilkins. Here, nothing really happens either. This one, nothing really happens. Of course, there's spoopy ghosts. Here, nothing happens either. Here, nothing happens, at all. Here, he has no parachute, so he hits the pavement and explodes and dies. Here, he gets spread with instinct. Oh, here, nothing really happens. Here, he throws his friend off the hot air balloon just so he can save Wilkins coffee. And here, he just poofs because he has no future. Here, nothing really happens. Here, nothing happens either. Haha, funny, he just gets thrown off a plane and hits the concrete. Here he gets shot with a bow and arrow, and he's definitely dead at the end of this one. Here he gets shot out of a cannon, probably dead if he hit the ground. Here he gets hit with a cannonball or bowling ball. Here he gets hit on the head by a glass bottle. How is he still alive? Here he again hits the floor from a diving board, probably 100 feet in the air. Here, nothing really happens. He just gets striked out of a baseball game. Here he gets lifted into the air, and then he just falls back down and probably dies. Here he drowns because he fell off the boat, SS Wilkins. Here he gets stamped. Nothing much happens there. Here again gets shot by this psychopath. Here, He's inside a bell. Hey, his ears probably hurt. Here, oh no, he falls out of the hot air balloon from a latch. Here he gets hit on the head by a bunch of hammers. Here he probably just gets absolutely decapitated. Here he gets a soldering iron to his head. Here he falls in a manhole, probably dead. And here nothing really happens. And here, I don't think I want to know what happened there. And here nothing happens either. And here he's just on Noah's Ark, nothing happens there. And here he gets completely steamrolled by a tractor, nice to see. And here he's a knight. And here, nothing really happens. And here he gets thrown off an ice mountain. Nothing really happens here. Is that the Soviet Union? Oh my gosh! Here they're just in an elevator, nothing much happens. And here he just gets sprayed with a bunch of water. Here he just gets grabbed by a hand, probably dies. Here nothing happens. And in here his car gets completely destroyed, but nothing else. Here he just grows a rose in Wilkins' coffee. And here nothing really happens. And then in here, they try to send Wilkins' coffee to the moon and the spaceship explodes.